Okay. I think this is going to be like the last time I try. I don't really know what's causing it to crash on me. We did not have this issue last night at all. So I'm just going to go basically until we kind of if it happens again. So yeah, I really was not expecting tonight to kind of go like that, but I don't know if it's because of like window capture or anything. I checked to see if I had any driver updates, and I did have a graphics driver update, so I did get that. And I did change the because I wanted to make sure it's not the cable that I plugged into the router for Switch games. 'Cause if I was to play Switch games and like it's plugged in and that's causing the crash, then that was kind of a waste. It was kind of a waste on trying to get that resolved. Which I don't want to say that was the issue, because like there's other stuff plugged in there. So I would think like a cable being plugged into the modem, which is just an Ethernet cable, wouldn't cause OBS to crash. But I mean, that's the only difference from yesterday and today is that cable. So we'll see. We'll go until if it happens again. Obviously, I'm gonna probably have to email or whatever, go to OBS support and give them a log. Say like, hey, it keeps crashing. And I didn't even check how long the VODs are, because those have to be up. Hey, Ika. Sorry, it's keeps. Oh, hey, Rune. Sorry, it keeps like flashing on and off. But yeah, we're having some technical issues tonight for some reason. So if the stream just kind of goes out, that's OBS crashing, which is weird because it like crashes, but like it still works. And then when I hit stop stream, it like stops working. So I don't really know what's going on with that. Like maybe it's like my connection to Twitch, possibly if like Twitch is having issues tonight. But I don't know. It's I've done a couple things to hopefully resolve that. Yeah, if we go out tonight one more time, unfortunately I'm gonna have to call it because we're having stream problems, which is insane, like to think of. Because it was last night 3 hours, no problem. And no OBS updates or anything. I'm not missing an update on OBS at all. Yeah, if this goes smoothly, I'll probably do a test stream tomorrow. Kind of trying different stuff out to see if you know, if it comes back. So if the problem's resolved now, then I'm kind of up shit's creek with what I was looking to get done with the Switch and getting wired internet back in on that. Which I really can't imagine that being the issue. But just Googling, like, or like just going to OBS's forum. Yesterday there were a couple actual new forum posts about crashing. And one guy said he had an extension cable, which I don't know what that means. Like, this is not an extension cable, it's just an Ethernet cable. And like, it doesn't seem to be stream. Well, it is. I guess it is stream crashing, but OBS just kind of stops streaming. Like, it doesn't shut down until I hit stop streaming, and then it screws up. So we'll see. I'm keeping an eye on the OBS here, as well as just on my dashboard on Twitch. Yeah, fingers crossed that. I don't know. I kind of don't want it to happen again, but if that Ethernet cable is what was causing the issue, like, which seems insane, but I have no idea how these programs work, or like interference on bandwidth or whatever. I'm really getting sick of that jump. Okay. This one I think is another weird jump. Okay. Yeah, kind of annoying. That's and this is definitely a game where I would say added annoyance is probably not good. But yeah, if it doesn't happen again, then I don't know, my hands might be tied on trying to get wired internet back on the Switch, unfortunately. Which sucks, because I really don't want to just drop certain games. Because I was saying this like right before stream crashed. I was looking to bring back like Monster Hunter, Splatoon 3 was something I was kind of on the fence about if like I couldn't play the online without like a decent connection. That was me screwing up pretty bad. But yeah, if no, we're still going. Okay. I thought it crashed again. I mean, it could have also been graphics drivers. They were not entirely up to date. I didn't have the newest one, which came out not too long ago, so that hopefully could have fixed it. Even though we didn't have any issues. Again, this is like kind of my gripe is like no problems yesterday. But for some reason tonight it's yeah, kind of not being great. Okay, kind of got a good feel on that part. This part. Okay. What I thought. Okay. I think I gotta do this. Okay. Oh no. Wait, can't you do like... Okay. I can't believe I did that. Well, like the crow, you like have to get the crow to like beat the game, right? Okay. Yeah, that's kind of unfortunately it's kind of that's kind of got me on edge. Is just like, ugh, another issue. Like, I just want to stream in peace, man, and there's always something. I don't really get this part. I guess this is the way. Okay, maybe I kind of do get it. Maybe I don't get it. Nope, that did not work. Like I know the other night we did have one technical issue which was internet related. But like we didn't crash. We did not crash twice or even once. Mamma mia. I'm thinking that way's just... There's got to be a way to do it, but I don't know it. I keep doing this, which not what I was doing before. Why did I jump? I thought I could like read the note. Okay. What am I doing? How did I make this jump before? Yes? Okay. I was trying. I tried it one more time. I had to. Nice. So actually, I did want to try and like stream earlier today, like in the morning, kind of like how I was talking about last night. But yeah, I kind of got carried away on some stuff, so I ended up just going for normal time. And I was also still kind of late because I was making spaghetti. What am I thinking? Didn't I do like a weird jump before? Yeah. I don't remember. Okay, so that one. Okay, that makes it a little easier. That little shortcut. Dumb jump. That was the worst jump. So that one is very low. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm stupid. Okay. I don't know why I have such a hard time with that one, but I think it's because it's really low. mean, let me double check something because I just want to see like one thing here. I feel like the crashes were happening at pretty consistent times. I want to see if I can pull up. VODs. Only one other VOD. 26 minutes. I swear I went live twice and it crashed twice. But we're past that. No. Did it crash again? No, it didn't. I'm freaked because when it crashes, it shows like bitrate as 0. And I keep looking at and I see a 0, but that's drop frames. Okay. Maybe that bot is still processing or something. 1 second. Yeah, okay. One was 13. One was 16. Okay, so we've already gone over that time. That is so weird. But, okay. I don't know if updating drivers had an impact. Or unplugging some cables had some sort of resolution there. But like I said before, we'll keep going. We'll keep going until I stop or it crashes again, which hopefully it doesn't. And then we'll just we'll see how tomorrow goes. Because tomorrow if we don't get a crash, I'm plugging that switch back in. That was just me not thinking. I'm really getting sick of the walk-off. And it's just me. I mean, if it ends up being that cable, I mean, it's not really the end of the world. But, I don't know. It's just like, you know, it sucks when you try to make, like, something work, but it causes, like, issues for something else. Oh my gosh, that... You just stand there to read it. I want to read that. I didn't know it was automatic. I mean, I also restarted my computer as well. But, I mean, like I said before, we did not have any issue last night. Oops. Aside from the one thing. That was like, that was not an OBS thing. That was a internet provider thing. And it sorted itself out in a timely manner. I guess that works. I mean, I liked it when I made that jump pretty consistently before. Like that. Okay. Jumper's poem. Jumping and falling. My heart is turned cold. Down here naught can warm it. No, not even gold. So I rise and attempt once again, fearing not. My heart resting sure that the babe remains hot. Lovely. Okay, we didn't fall all the way down. I would really like to know, like, how, like, can you do this? Does this work? No, it does not. Like, you can totally do that, but I don't know the timing on it. Maybe it's worth it to learn it rather than do this constantly. Or like do the poem route. Okay. Wow. Like, there's no way you can make that jump. I'm pretty sure. You have to go into the rain. I really don't want to make this jump. I mean, I do want to make it, but I don't want to attempt it. Oh my gosh. Okay. Not the worst. That was the worst. It's like, I know they did that on purpose. Wherever that rain is showing, like, that's where you're headed. Okay. Who would have thought that that was way easier? How did I do that before? I didn't land up there, did I? I'm stupid. Oh, you do this. Maybe not. How? I've done that jump twice, and now I don't even remember how I did it once. It wasn't this way, was it? No, definitely not. That does not seem familiar. Sorry. So yeah, I don't know. I definitely want to do, seems like it's all right now. Whatever I did has reverted things back to the way they were, which is definitely true because I unplugged something. But maybe tomorrow I'm thinking maybe I'll just do like a short art stream or something. Or like maybe we'll try Monster. Let's see. I've already screwed up Monster Rancher once, but I want to screw it up again. So I think maybe like an art stream where like non-objective art stream where I'm not really looking to draw anything, but just to be live and observe what's kind of going on. Would be nice. Maybe restart the router in the morning as well. Not that I think that's the issue, but I mean, how often do you hear turn it off and on again? I hate that jump. Oh, maybe is that how I did it? I was just really, really, really close. Yes. I mean, could be worse. Okay. Made it worse. What am I thinking? That was dumb. I could tell I wasn't close enough. I mean, this area seems fairly safe. But the area above it is like not. Okay. This one. Okay. Okay. Not okay. Ooh, I didn't expect to land on that. Okay, that was lucky. You've got to make this jump. This has got to be doable. Okay. Okay. The little hops, they're working. Greetings. These boots are fit for a legendary hero, crafted by a distinguished master. With these, you'll be able to get to that babe in no time. Since I like you, I'll cut you a deal. For only 1 measly gold, they are yours. What do you say? Oh, you don't have 1 gold on you. I'm afraid the price point is at the bare minimum. It appears that there aren't many other customers around. You don't happen to have any rich friends. I mean, is there a gold coin, like, secret somewhere I missed? Okay. Okay. I see where we're going. Gotta go up here and then, like, kind of Charles Barkley in that little mini house. Okay, not the worst. Okay. It's getting worse. Ooh, it got bad. It got bad. Where's my water? Man, it's gonna be so hard, like, because there's definitely gonna be like Elden Ring previews very soon. I would think they'd be starting next week for sure. And apparently, like, retailers already have the game, so some people are probably already playing it. It's kind of why I wish, like, I know it's retail and everyone hates working retail, but like, if you work at like electronics, like that would be kind of like the perk, is to just like, technically not, well, you are breaking street date, but like only for yourself. You're not really selling it. I would totally do it. Over. Is it her? That guy's alive? Does this guy have gold? Oh, I knew that jump was eventually gonna happen. Back up there. Surprisingly, not the worst trek back. Surprisingly, not the worst trek back. Oof. I'm pretty bad at that jump. I mean, it happens. What am I doing? Hey, but you know what? We've got that pretty down pat. I didn't think I was gonna make that jump. Oh, I thought I let go right in time. So actually, one of the things that I kind of thought with Jump King is I thought it was like pretty limited on like jump trajectory. Can't even talk now. Jump trajectory. Like I thought like you had like a light jump, a medium jump, and like a far jump, but like it is really like it's a dynamic range. Makes this horrible. Which makes this okay. I was afraid that was not gonna reach. Okay. And we're getting pretty familiar with these jumps, man. I'm getting pretty attuned to this game. So I'll definitely not fall again. I held it too long. I mean, not like so far off from what I was just talking about, but before I had the daily grind that I have right now, I did actually apply to well, it's actually not going to be called EB Games anymore. It's all being changed to GameStop, but I did drop off a resume there because like that was it. I was like, I was definitely not doing fast food again. But I got a hookup from a buddy. Now we put food on the table the old-fashioned way. That's the end of that story. But it doesn't pay to go to art school. Okay. See, I said we weren't going to fall there again. Yeah, that's essentially what I'm doing now. I mean, it's pretty cushy, so it's like I can't really complain. But there's a lot of odd choices that they seem to insist on that I like scratch my head at. But I mean, hey, you know, I'm not a company man. I wouldn't know how to run one. Okay. I mean, I am kind of hoping for like a promotion soon. But like that's like best case scenario in a scenario where it could just never happen. And I don't have it in me to I wouldn't say like pursue art professionally, but like studio level is definitely like I'm never happening. I just don't have the output for it. But I mean like independently, like I have oh, we got lucky. I have made product before. And this was like right at the tail end of 2019. So right when I opened up a store, the world shut down. That was fun. And that didn't really go anywhere. But I'm definitely not opposed to doing it again. It is quite a big investment, and I've basically lost my money on that. I say lost, but like I still have like all the merch that I made. But like I'm like, how, like there's basically no way to move it. So I don't know if there's ever like any like Muttley merch. Maybe there'll be a couple of freebies in there. A couple of surprise freebies. Some ye old beta merch. And like I've made enamel pins and all that too. It's really like if you know you have like an audience, it's not supremely scary. It's very intimidating because it is a lot of upfront like, okay, we'll do this and it'll cost you this much. And it's going to take like 3 months. And it's like, it's a lot of time and it's a lot of money where it's like, you see basically nothing except like you get an email every few weeks. But, and this is, I'm talking like Alibaba, and you're basically communicating with a factory in China, which, I mean, I don't really know how people, I mean, like, I really, like, I tried with the enamel pins, I tried with, like, I'm like, well, I don't really want to, like, do, like, what, like, big, scummy businesses do, and just, like, have it made in China. But, like, essentially, I went to this Canadian, assumedly, I assumed that they had done it there, but they just outsourced. That sucks. That sucks. That really sucks. Oh, that hurts. So like I'm like, okay, I'm doing this, you know, I'm doing this enamel pin made in Canada, and then like I'm like, well, why can't we do this? And they're like, oh, well, they just straight up said like, oh, the factory like we work with doesn't do this. And I'm like, you're telling me you guys don't do it here? And they're like, oh, no. We're the middle. I basically dealt with like a middleman who basically does the scary stuff for you, but like at a premium. So the next time I made merch, I just went to Alibaba, looked for like, I did a bit of looking around to see like who did what, and it's mostly like pretty uniform. And I was pretty happy with the result that I got from just working directly with the factory. And like the language barrier was not like they have like a rep like to deal with like overseas. So it was fairly like it was pretty easy. Like getting it is the easy part. Moving it is the scary / hard part. And I had used Shopify just because I think that's what like a buddy recommended, or he did like what the heck is it called? Like they advertise it on like YouTube, like where like you have like a storefront, but like you don't have any of the inventory. I forget what that's called, but like I think he did that. Basically ran a storefront for products in China. Or wherever he was supplying came from. So I don't know like what's maybe the best storefront. I don't know what Rummy and Koki are using for their storefront. I've only been to that page once. And I can't remember. And I don't want to say Squarespace. And I mean, Etsy doesn't even seem that bad. But I think Etsy takes a premium. Like, you can make like a free Etsy account and like they'll take a chunk of profit. Or like you can get like a paid like Etsy account and like basically it's like they won't take a cut. I see upload has dipped, but we didn't crash. Yeah, Shopify just seems like the most like kind of like I will make a shop with Shopify. Like it just seems like that's kind of the go-to. I want to say people have like kind of like been against Shopify, but I can't for the life of me think about who or for why. Probably crypto or something. Do not want to fall. I do not want to fall. Okay, that's not that bad. Yeah, so I only know of Shopify. If I were ever to do it again, I'd do Shopify again. It was pretty easy. And they even let you like, oh man, I should not be talking and playing at the same time. They even let you buy like a domain right off like Shopify, so you can have like your unique web zone. And what, it's like $15 a year or something. But obviously if you're like a business, like you can put that on like an expense. Which I did. I went through the whole thing. I like did the registered business, like I was ready to go. And then world stuff happened and I kind of got the short end of the stick on that part. But I mean, it didn't really like stop. Like I could have like continued going, but like nobody was really buying anything. And it's not like I was even someone established to begin with. So it was just you know, it was a dreamer. It was a dream with very little chance of success. But I mean, I guess that's how everything kind of starts. But that's a bad jump. Like pretty much the only thing I found you can kind of get made locally is like button pins. Not like enamel, but like, you know, like the buttons, just like the standard round ones with the little like safety pin back. Like that's all you're gonna find locally. but like they're not expensive at all, so it's like not like the worst thing to make. Actually, funny story. I know I always talk about Rummy Koki, but this merch that I had made, this beta merch, I gave to Rem. So Rem has like some of this stuff that never sold, because I just gave it to her like kind of like as it came out. That's kind of weird how things come around like that, but you know, that's you know, I'm in the art scene a little bit, not in it like as someone of importance, but like in it as maybe more than casual, like heavily invested is more accurate. Bitrate is being real bad right now. And it was kind of bad around this time as well last night. I know it was around 9 o'clock my time. Let me do a quick test. I'm probably going to get the speeds was expecting to see. Thankfully, Jump King is not deathly. I mean, the rain probably looks pretty bad, but everything else probably looks semi-lookable. What's it gonna do? Oh, no. Bitrate is okay. Or upload is on my computer's fine. So maybe it's just Twitch having issues? I don't know. Nice. I'm having issues too now. Okay. Trying to get back up. Okay. I mean, we've got this part down. Hopefully. I said hopefully. Actually, I do think about it a lot, but I think I'd like to do like more apparel kind of stuff. Like I really like Elvis the Alien's brand that he's kind of built. Like that's kind of like what I would like to do if I were to do merch again. Just weird because like I'm not really a fashion guy, but just like putting cool designs on like stuff that you can wear is like that appeals to me. Like I do think about it. And I'm big into snapback hats as well. And I know some people hate snapbacks, but like, I don't know. I like the style. Sorry. So yeah, that's my story about making merch. And I never did stuff like acrylic charms or like these stands, which seem to be the new trend. And I'm not knocking people who like it or people who make it. I think there's definitely a market for it, but maybe it's just because I don't have a lot of desk space. Sounds pretty miserable. I would say your success varies. Like it was honestly like making it, like just finding someone to make it, going through the process of like what you want. It's pretty easy. Like if I can do it, pretty much anyone can do it. But yeah, making money is the that's the other part. And who knows? You know, it could come in handy. All right. If the eventual pop off happens, like, you know, I've got the experience to just be like, okay, merch time. I hate that jump. What? What? That's a secret spot. Is that like a speedrunner spot? That can't be. How the heck are you supposed to get there? That was a bad jump. Honestly, I'd say the most miserable one I ever did was the enamel pin that I thought was being made locally, and I dealt with a middleman. And I basically got like what I was looking for, but it was like I paid the same amount and basically got half as much like merch as I could have if I just did it myself. Like which is why I chose like to not sell this specifically, because like it would have been like way too much for like an enamel pin to like make profit. Even to break even, it was like that's the tricky part. Yeah, for some reason in my head, I'm like, I don't remember specifically how much I would have had to sell these pins for, but I want to say like in my head it was like $40 or like $40 or $50 to like make profit off how many I made, and it was like that's the shitty part. But like when working directly with I forgot, the drop is not what I was. It's gonna like carry momentum. When I was working with like the I keep saying factory. I can't think of another word to say. But when I was working directly with the factory in China, they were very good at like being like, you know, here's a sample picture of what we made. And like when they sent me the first one, I'm like, can we like do this instead of that? And like, can we make this change? And they're like, okay, but like another sample, like there's a return on like a sample, and they're like, this is gonna like take this deposit. I'm like, that's fine. So they did like a second sample to approve, and it was like exactly how I had specified it. And I'm like, yep, that's good, let's go ahead. And then basically you just wait 2 months and then they ship it to you. So fairly straightforward. But it is expensive. Which is kind of why I think that's why a lot of like hey, no problem, Sonny. Thanks for sticking in. I'm just going on my past experience with making merch. What was I saying? Oh, I pre-orders. I think that's why a lot of like current like content creators and stuff, they like, you know, they're like, here's this piece of merch that's coming and it's up for pre-order, and then like as soon as they kind of have like the orders down, they know exactly like how much they're looking to make, so they're not really left with anything, which is probably the way to do it, unless like obviously you're like you've got like a big like brand like Alien Clothing, where they pretty much just restock the shop. And I guess like Cool Shirts as well, if you watch Cold Ones. Like just lots of limited time stuff. That's a bad jump. I keep going to the ledge.
I love it.
Hey, thank you for the resub, Sonny. Appreciate it. Oh, you know what? That's good to know. You know, I was wondering if you had a founder's badge. That's no problem. I lurk literally everywhere. I was wondering if you had like a founder's badge and you like miss a month of subbing. I'm not saying you missed. You probably could have stayed sub. I have no idea. I was wondering if it goes away, but I guess you keep it. Good to know. I mean, I guess that'd be pretty shitty if you were to lose it. I still wish they let you change them. I'd like to make like a custom founder badge. Okay, now we're making that jump. It's just so close to the edge, you just want to make that jump. No. Yeah, but I guess my internet service provider loves to just do shit around 9 o'clock. Yeah, that kind of process I have no idea on the like pre-order, like kind of stuff. I guess you'd kind of have to have like the design and everything like ready to go, and like you've already got this merch like about to get made, and then like as soon as like the orders come in from like whoever's ordering it, like how many small, medium, large, XL shirts you're gonna have to make, and then you just, I guess, send that off. Hey, watch it. You're not still streaming, are you? Did you wrap up your big day? We're doing all right. Had some technical issues which seem to be not popping up anymore, aside from and it wasn't even like bandwidth like dropping. You finished an hour ago. Pretty long stream. I mean, I don't see. I think I had like, again, like I want to say like I had like technical issues that day. I know I streamed like all day when No More Heroes 3 came out, but it's in like 3 different chunks. Also, I think I went to get lunch because like I was hungry and I didn't plan like a meal. But I don't think I've gone like, I don't think I went like, I've done more than like 10 hours in one sitting. I've definitely done like a lot in one day, but not in one go. But I was lurking around. Saw. I know you did something first, and it wasn't Gartic Phone. It was before Gartic Phone. You did something, then Gartic Phone. Oh yeah, Ring Fit, the game I'll never play. Maybe that's why I didn't remember, because I never want to remember that game. Game from hell. That's right, you had the lady ring voice. I'm a weeb, so I changed it to the Japanese voice. Did not improve my experience. I'm never playing that game again. It's actually the hardest game ever made. No joke. It's just the hardest game ever made. It's harder than this game. And I just fell almost exactly all the way to the bottom. But I saw Katamari, which I also want to play. I do have the re-release. Then I know you did Among Us. See, I don't have like a supreme like connection with Katamari. I played the I rented the PSP remake. Oh, that just a sensational jump there. I played the PSP version, and I remember the controls being really kind of crappy. I don't really have that nostalgia for it. But it seems like everyone enjoys Your Lonely Rolling Star. You know, that seems to be a very common appreciation of that game. I also can't name another song from that game. So that maybe also says something about the soundtrack. And I swear there was like... I want to say Katamari they released... I know there was like an Infinite Runner Katamari app, but I want to say they did like a Pokemon Go Katamari game. But that could just be my imagination thinking like they should have made this. It might not be real. It could be a fever dream. Like I know Minecraft did one and it like shut down in like less than a year. And I know Dragon Quest has one, but it's only in Japan, which kind of cheeses me off. Because I love Dragon Quest. Okay, that was really bad. This is not so bad. I forget what the PSP it was like called like We Love Katamari or like Katamari and Me or something. It was a weird name. And I thought it was like a new game, but turns out it was just like a remake. I hate this game. Oh, removed? That sucks. I remember playing it. It was like it maybe was Amazing Katamari. I swear it was just called like Katamari Roll. That's the thing about app games. It sucks. Like they just get shut down and you can never play them again. Actually, one that I'd kind of invested a lot of time into, and it wasn't even like fully out. It was like soft launched in like Canada and Australia, and it was kind of a game that had like a lot of like pushback, like I don't want this, and that was Puzzle Fighter. And I played Puzzle Fighter so much on my phone. But like it kind of like you could tell people were it's the Capcom like puzzle game, like pseudo Tetris. But it's like with gems. And like there's gem combos and it's so good. It was actually so good. And I feel bad for Capcom Vancouver, because like that was the last thing they did before they got shut down. Like when that game got like it got the axe, it didn't even officially come out like worldwide. It was early access in a couple places, and then it got shut down. Oh, and it actually had incredible music. There was like, it's on, I don't know if they put it on, it's definitely not on Spotify. It's like, they uploaded it all to like SoundCloud. What the heck? It's like the training room music. It's like, it's a remix of like the Mega Man X, like, first stage, I think. But like, oh, it's got really good music. I remember like, because it was weird and had like different stages, but like didn't really matter. But like the weird like white room from like fighting games like Street Fighter 4, it had a Mega Man song in it. It was so good. And like in the very last like update before it got shut down, they had put in like Beautiful Joe. Oh, it was really fun. I actually really enjoyed it, but you could tell Capcom was like really hoping to like make bank on it, because like there was like a gacha in the game, but it was like so like not good. And like the game wasn't even out, and they were doing like, here's like Christmas Charlie, or well, they call him Nash now. I never played Beautiful Joe 1, but I own literally every other Beautiful Joe game. I have 2, Red Hot Rumble and Double Trouble. And I've never touched the first Beautiful Joe game. Okay. This is new territory. I was also a baby boy. And I'm like, oh, Beautiful Joe 2. And like my parents were like, you don't even like, have you even played the first one? And I'm like, no. But it's Beautiful Joe 2. We are getting so low. I think this, I remember seeing this one. I remember seeing this jump. Okay, you gotta make it in there. You gotta get nothing but net. Yeah, I really do like PlayStation 2 games a lot. And I've kind of jumped ship from like a different topic, but like Just like you, I was GameCube. I was Nintendo guy. But like PS2 had so many good games. I'm stupid. Yeah, just jump the wrong way. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, man. That's just what I want. See, I don't think I owned a PS2 until I had a PS3. And it's not even my PS3, it was my brother's. Cuz we didn't get like we were still babies when like Model 1 came out. So I think we got like the Slim, which had no backwards compatibility, so like I still couldn't play PS2 games. And this was back when like rentals were like a thing. Like I rented like a PS2 so I could play Kingdom Hearts 2, like Kingdom Hearts 1. And I was so happy I did that. I love Kingdom Hearts 2. But I'll probably never ever play Kingdom Hearts on stream. Because I kind of hate Kingdom Hearts. I love the games, but I hate... The story is so bad. Nah, man, it was like DS and 3DS. That's where the Kingdom Hearts games were after too. Oh, I was so happy when that Kingdom Hearts 3D was on 3DS. I actually really like that one, and I know people kind of... It's not like supremely popular, but I really like it. I mean, thankfully by that time I could save up some doubloons and like buy a 3DS. It was really good. See, I played... Because I remember I got it for Christmas, was Chain of Memories. The Game Boy Advance version. And like, I was just happy to play that. But I remember seeing it in like Nintendo Power. Because like this was... Nintendo Power was still a magazine. They still had magazines, I should say. And I remember seeing it in there. And they just used like the cutscene, like... They used like the screenshot of like the cutscene that's like ripped from the PS2. They're like, check out the graphics in Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories on Game Boy Advance. And I'm like, it's just like Kingdom Hearts. I have to get it. And I was pretty disappointed. And I also did not like the card system. But I also didn't understand the card system because I didn't read video game text. As a little baby boy with his Game Boy Advance. So like I remember I got to the very last boss and then I just couldn't beat him because I didn't know. Because what I would do constantly is I would like combo all of my cards together. So I didn't know like if you do that when you recharge, like you don't get them back. So I would constantly run out of cards against Marluxia, who I would call Merluxia, because obviously he was a new character and there was no spoken dialogue. So thanks, other Kingdom Hearts games, for telling me how to say their dumb names. But yeah, I didn't see like the end of that game or even the Riku like part of that game till like years later. And by years, I mean maybe like a year or two. But man, I loved Game Boy Advance. And I know if you guys watch Margot, Margot's been playing Boktai 3. Which I've actually played. Not like the official version. I've played it like English voice. Or English voice. English text patch. I have played that. But I actually have Boktai 1 and 2 on Game Boy Advance. And those are some of the best games around. And they'll never get re-released. And like Konami will probably never... Actually, I was going to say never acknowledge their existence. But not too long ago, Konami, like, they released this like collage of like all their game characters together. And like the main character... Yeah, Boktai. Baktai. It's made by Kojima. It's a little Game Boy Advance game, but it's got a solar panel on it. So you have to play this game outside. You can't play it indoor. Well, you can, but like you won't be able to recharge your character. So it's like supremely unique. And like Boktai 2 is like, I would honestly put that in maybe my top 10 like best games of all time. There's one on DS called Lunar Nights, which is, in Japan it is Boktai 4. But we changed the name. And it basically plays the same, but there's no solar panel. So it's just basically a game that you play. And it doesn't even have the option, because like sometimes like DS games, like if there's something plugged in the Game Boy Advance like slot, you can do stuff like Pokemon let you transfer from like Ruby and Sapphire. You would think like, oh, if you have Lunar Nights in your DS and you have like Boktai 1 or 2 in there, you could like play like the solar panel. But nope. But those are some good games. And the only two times Konami has kind of acknowledged it post Kojima leaving is right after Metal Gear Solid 5 came out. They released some DLC for the multiplayer. That's a bad jump. And like they had like a music pack for online where you could like play like Boktai music. So like I had to buy it. So I bought that, obviously. And then yeah, that like piece of art that I just mentioned. Like that's it. Like, and there's no... It's so hard. You can't even re-release that game because it was so uniquely built around having a solar panel. So yeah, good game. Thank you, Kojima. Probably not going to play through Death Stranding again, though. Kojima, he wants to make good experiences. I keep screwing up this jump. Like Death Stranding, I'm definitely never playing through that game again. But it is a game I'm glad I played because it's definitely a game that has like an experience. Like you're basically in a movie, and people hate like, oh, it's a walking simulator. You're walking all over the place. This game sucks. All you do is walk and build stupid buildings. But like that's a part of like the game. Like that's the experience of playing Death Stranding. Like if you don't like Kojima games, you're definitely not going to like Death Stranding. But if you like Kojima games, that you probably enjoyed Death Stranding, and I really enjoyed it. But yeah, it's kind of like it's kind of a one and done. Like you can go back and maybe like do the Conan O'Brien side quest, but like or see Jeff Keighley. But like aside from that, it's kind of just like you play it, experience it. And I'll be honest, I was a little disappointed because like I just said, like it's basically a walking simulator. But like early on, if you played it, like you meet up with some guys and they kind of like tell you like, oh, different uniforms mean like different kind of like jobs. So like if you wear like a blue uniform, you're a porter, which is what your guy is. He just delivers stuff. But if you like have like orange, you like are like on body recycling, and like if you have this color outfit, you're on like recon. So like they kind of like hint like there's maybe more to it, but no. You just deliver stuff. So I don't know if like the director's cut is gonna like add more. I know there's like they've kind of showed more like combat stuff. Oh, okay. That sucks. But yeah, Death Stranding. My big stinky opinion on that. I don't think it won Game of the Year that year. It definitely does not deserve to win Game of the Year, unfortunately, because it is tailor-made to Kojima fans. What's another game that's like a big experience? I want to say Deadly Premonition. Because that game sucks to play. And don't even get me started on Deadly Premonition 2. But oh my gosh, is the story so good in those games? And no joke, I wish I did not get money gated in The Good Life, because I would love to go back to that. Like no joke, if Deadly Premonition 2 didn't run like a complete nightmare, that was my game of the year that year. I'm so pissed. It was so good, man. Deadly Premonition 2. And there's so many games that like I'd love to talk about because of like, oh, it's got this experience. Like, I know like people like love to talk about like, oh, you'll experience this, you'll experience that, but like so many games are just like you play the game, and like you're experiencing it, but like the guys who like really like put a twist on things like Kojima and Swery, like they're the games you wanna keep an eye out for. I wouldn't say Suda51 is a guy who makes like experiences. He just makes really cool, really thought out, cool, weird games. But I'll always talk about Danganronpa, which is a series of games I did not expect to enjoy. But because I had a buddy who would recommend these games constantly, you know, I took the plunge. I don't want to take the plunge in this game, but like, I dipped my toes into Danganronpa 1. Really enjoyed the story, and I'm not a guy for visual novels. You'll probably never see me play a visual novel ever. The closest you'll probably see me play is when Digimon Survive comes out. But Danganronpa 1, I got hooked with Danganronpa 1. Danganronpa 2, not as good of a story, but definitely as good / better characters. Yeah, they like, there was like a weird translation like before the game came out, and people were like experiencing it through like a guy who was translating it. I think you're accurate on that happening. Yeah, I played Danganronpa 1, liked it. Played Danganronpa 2, liked it. Played Ultra Despair Girls, because like it was like a series like sale, so I just bought all of them. Ultra Despair Girls was probably, I only played it because I wanted to know what was like, I wanted to know more. But you could totally skip Ultra Despair Girls and just watch like a recap I also did not watch Danganronpa 3, the anime. I watched a recap because I did not want to watch a whole series. Because Danganronpa V3. Oh my goodness. Probably the best, like you talk about experiences in video games, and by you I mean me just now. Like, I've never had like that kind of like experience with V3. And it's actually so insane. You have to play and enjoy like every other game in the series. Or like you'll play V3 and you'll be like, "Oh, what the heck?" Okay. But like having like played it and enjoyed the series, V3 is like, it's nuts. It's actually insane. And I did play. This was around the holidays not too long ago. I did play the game that I will not name. It is made by the same guys who did Danganronpa. At least the two writers, not the artist. It was their new game that they made that was not with Spike Chunsoft. And I'm not naming the name. But it was alright. It's kind of like it kind of has like that it feels like Danganronpa, but it's like it's more positive. So it's like a nicer like happy ending. Not so like full of despair. But I would not recommend that game if you don't like Danganronpa. It's the gameplay is quite horrible. But it's definitely better than I would recommend it above Ultra Despair Girls. There's like such little game in that game that I would recommend it over Ultra Despair Girls, because that game just sucks. It's like the worst third-person shooter I've ever played. Yeah, I guess it's not. I don't think it's the. I don't think it's the same, like, writers as Danganronpa. It's definitely the same artist. And I think the anime is out now. It's a Tribe 9. It's like super extreme, like baseball. And I know it's getting an app. I'm kind of waiting on that. So lots of good stuff if you like weird games like that. Oh, mamma mia. Oh, and it's not even that like just to respond to what you said there, watch it. It's not even that like Ultra Despair Girls like plays like clunky, but it's there's just no variety. You just walk around and just shoot the same stupid enemies. And like occasionally there's like a puzzle like room and it just sucks. It's just there's no variety. And I'm not going to say like the information you get from like the game being like important to the plot isn't worth it, but it's not worth playing the game. Just watch it on YouTube. Sometimes I think I play way too many video games. That's probably true. Yeah, it is. It is pretty bad. But you know what? I think it's well thought out enough where it's like it's doable, but like that's like the appeal of these games. It's like you know it's doable, but like there's no like the only way to do it is to do it. And I'd say it's a lot like I did bring up I want to be the guy before I got disconnected earlier tonight. But like I'll say these games, these like you know, Getting Over It, Pogo Stuck, Jump King, these kind of like endurance, one level game endurance runs. They're a lot more thought out than like I want to be the guy. Like I want to be the guy is just a cluster of shit. And you basically have to make every mistake in order to beat that game. Or watch like a let's play and just know what's gonna happen ahead of time. Okay, jump from the edge. Thank you. I think it was the first. I mean, in the FAQ, he said it was a ROM hack of Battletoads. So maybe Battletoads was like the first. But I don't know how true that was. I hate. Oh. No, that's gonna miss. I know there's I Want to Be the Bashi, which is like the next like big one. And the guy who made I Want to Be the Guy, like he tried to make a sequel to it. I forget what the heck it was called. But it was like level based. And I don't think he ever finished it because it was kind of bad. But like this is kind of like the renaissance of those kind of games. And I also think of like an AVGN quote where he's like, imagine if I had this game where all you had to do was get over this mountain and that's the only level, but it's basically impossible, but if you do it you win the game. And now like people are making those games. But yeah, I have basically encyclopedic knowledge of like AVGN quotes. It's like, it's kind of like peak comedy for me. Yeah, I guess like streamer bait, because like how many early Let's Players did I Want to Be the Guy? Tons. I played I Want to Be the Guy. I didn't Let's Play it, but like I downloaded it, played it. And the thing is, I could still probably... Could I beat I Want to Be the Guy? No problem. I mean, I remember a lot of that game. I mean, it's kind of impossible to forget. But again, some of the areas in I Want to Be the Guy, it's just like there's no way to do it but to just do it. Like the last boss with the guy. Like it's pretty tough, and like there's really no exploit. You just have to do it. I'm like Mike Tyson, but he's like the first boss. I think there's one boss that kind of glitches up and you can kind of cheese him, but I do not remember which one. I want to say it was like Ganon, but that might be Bashi I'm thinking of, because I did watch speedruns of Bashi for some reason, but I think I also did download it, but I never like played much of it. I was just like, these games suck. And well, I know the guy who made Bashi. He made like a legit game. It's on Steam. It's called Wings of Vi. And it's basically one of those games, but like you can buy it on Steam. Also the new Ghost and Goblins. The new Ghost and Goblins gives me like I Want to Be the Guy vibes. Like a lot. Because there are so many traps in that game. It's basically like it's like the exact same. That was me. I definitely played it. I love Ghosts and Goblins. But I'll probably save that for October only. I think we beat one level. And I played that game maybe like on stream twice. For like 4 hours. And I was playing on the hardest difficulty. I was not playing on the one that gives you like a bunch of checkpoints. Like, come on. And like more hits. Like you gotta really play Ghosts and Goblins. And I think you have a problem when you're chasing after Ghosts and Goblins for like that dopamine hit. I gotta go to the bathroom so bad. Okay. Where was I? But I mean, I know what I was talking about, Ghosts and Goblins. But like, there's just like a real like accomplishment. Like you feel like holy shit. I basically climbed Mount Everest. I hate that I made that. Oh. Yeah, I love Ghosts and Goblins. And it's in it, and I guess it's kind of like the appeal with like Dark Souls. Like those games are just tough. it's kind of like a joke now at this, but I said like early on, like I kind of think Dark Souls ruined games. Not because like Dark Souls like is a bad game, but like because like Dark Souls kind of like put you in your place, and it's like, okay, it's you versus the game now. So like you kind of have to play against it. So like after like Dark Souls 1, it's kind of like I didn't view games the same anymore. It's like, okay, how do I beat this bad boy? And like we're just chasing the dragon now. It was never as good as Dark Souls 1. And like, do I think Elden Ring is gonna be like supremely difficult? Probably not. Like it's kind of, it's probably got the same like formula as like the other Souls games. And like once you've like conquered one, you basically know how to beat them all. Which is the hardest part. And it's kind of why like you see so many streamers like if it's like their first stream, like I know Selen on Niji Sanji, she was playing Demon Souls last night and just like put right in the title like first time, and it was like, I gotta watch this. So many people want to watch the first time like Dark Souls, like first time Demon Souls. It's like it's never, it's one of those games, and it's like not even like one of those games, it's like the game where like after you play it, like you never play games the same after. Cause like obviously watch if you haven't really played them too much, but maybe I should avoid them. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, if you know someone like who's like big into Dark Souls, Demon Souls, whatever. I hate that jump, man. It's the worst. Like anyone who's beaten Dark Souls 1, you say like, I would ask them like, hey, like, did you have problems with like Dark Souls 2 or like Dark Souls 3 or Bloodborne? And they'd probably say no. They'd say like, no. After you beat Dark Souls 1, it's like you kind of get, you know, the game. That's why I say like Sekiro is the hardest for me, because it actually like plays different. But yeah, after Dark Souls, I never I always try to see like how do you exploit this? How do you like what's this mechanic or something like that? Like it makes you aware of like what the developers do to like make encounters like challenging. You like become Neo in the Matrix. You can just see the code. Okay. Not okay. Okay. Said okay a lot there. I like how they put the flowers there right underneath where the pipe is, implying like that's the only spot that gets the rain. Very nice detailed Jump King dev. What? The first time I saw Jump King, I thought it was like Shovel Knight. No joke. I'm starting to become the Joker. Oh, watch it. You don't even know. That is my favorite meme. Did you watch Cow Chop? Do you know the channel Cow Chop? Please say yes. No! That's basically the channel where it became a meme. They had this this is like 5 or so years ago now. What's on YouTube? Just put in like Cow Chop. They had this segment where it's just like called like YouTube deep dives, where they would just like look up random stuff on YouTube. And then like it was a really early one. They went to a Reddit. It was just called like Deep YouTube or something, like specifically what they were looking for. And one of them was just like my drama like presentation. And it's a video of that guy going, "I'm the Joker, baby." That has been living in my head rent free for 5 or so years now. Oh my gosh. It's they don't upload anymore. It kind of, I don't want to say it fell apart, but like it kind of did. The guys kind of lost steam. But they all like do individual stuff now. But oh my gosh, that was my favorite YouTube channel for like a long time. I'm the Joker, baby. They have a Dark Souls playthrough that's very good. Very fun watch. They played that co-op game, Get Out. Get Out? I want to say it's the one with like the two guys in jail. Or A Way Out. A Way Out. So they played that. That's a good playthrough. But like I think that's really like the last channel I kind of watched for Let's Plays. Oh, they have Heavy Rain. That's a good playthrough. Good ass YouTube channel. Dude, Rip Cow Chop. There'll never be a channel like that ever again. And like, oh man, I remember when the Switch came out and they got the Switch and like I had just like picked it up obviously, but like, man, what a time. There's just something when like something new comes out, you get it, your like favorite content creator gets it, and like you kind of experience it at the same time. I don't know. It's such a weird feeling. And that's why I kind of know it's like kind of like 5 years ago, because Switch was 2017. Like, that's kind of weird. Is it weird to have like a mental like time like bookmark in my head for like, oh, that was this many years ago because that's when the Nintendo Switch came out? Yeah, Switch was 2017. See, I think the reason I mentioned this again, I say this, I probably have talked about this a lot of times, but the reason I feel like the Switch, like, oh, the Switch, it just came out, is because everyone talks about Breath of the Wild. And like Breath of the Wild is like, it's been like the game since the Switch came out. Like which was a launch title. So it kind of is like, oh, the Switch is like new. It's got Breath of the Wild. So like, I don't know, like it's kept so much relevancy just because of like its launch game. Oh, it's coming, man. It's coming this year. And I mean, we've got a pretty good lineup coming. Yesterday we talked about the Direct. Obviously Splatoon is coming out soon. I mean soon, it's like coming out this summer. I think Kirby's coming out soon. And I know they keep trying to push this triangle strategy. I'm not. Sunbreaker, you're right. But that's not Switch exclusive anymore. And if I can figure out what the issue was with OBS crashing, I will probably be getting it on Switch. But we were having some tech issues earlier with OBS crashing. Possibly due to something being plugged into my router. And I unplugged it, and we have not crashed at all. We've dropped some quality, but like that's kind of out of my control a little bit. So like if this yeah, if what is in my modem now, which is, it was just another Ethernet cable I plugged in, but after the last crash I unplugged it. I just did the same thing I did last time. Oh, the beast is demonic in nature. You're heading off? No problem. Watch it. Thanks for sticking around. I'll probably be going to bed soon too. But I did say I was gonna go until I can no longer stand it or stay awake. And we'll probably do a test stream tomorrow. I wasn't planning on it, but I do want to do some technical troubleshooting to see if when I plug this thing back in, if we're gonna have OBS crash. If not, that's good. If we do, that's bad. But that's tomorrow. But yeah, hope you have a good night. We're gonna get some rest. 10-hour stream guy. Oh, I'm gonna have nightmares of jumping. Okay, don't just make that jump again. Okay. 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 That was too much. Okay. I just did it again. Thank you. Have mercy. Not so much mercy that time. I hate that jump, man. That jump is killing me. Oh, what? Sorry, I had to compose myself there. Let's just make it right back there. No falling. Okay, only one falling. I feel like I've been stuck here like for too long. Like longer than most people. But I don't really have like a gauge on how long does it take for people to beat this. Not again. What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay. Too much, man. Too much. Ooh, this is getting pretty sick of the carrots. Okay. I hate that one. Just don't send me back. At least not yet. Oh my gosh. We actually did that. No. Oh. It hurts. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Okay, okay, okay. I gotta end it. I can't. I can't. We're done.